there viewers, welcome back to this series on this GS750 restoration. This is episode 19. It's been a little while since episode 18. I'm trying to get my house ready to put on the market to sell and move out of Sydney, but so that's been taking some of my time, but there's still progress on the bike. So in this episode we'll get the headers back from Verex down in Tasmania and install them and see how they fit and see how they look. So thanks for watching, and you know, if you like this series, click on like or subscribe, and I'm happy to answer any questions if you think I can answer some of your technical questions around the old Suzukis, etc. So yeah, let's get on with it. Well, this is an exciting day. This package arrived today. Although I had to go and pick it up from the post office because the Australia Post did the usual knock on the door then run away. But this is the custom-made headers from Paul at Verex Exhaust in Tasmania. So yeah, quite excited to see how these turned out. Paul has sent me a number of photos during the process, which all looks good. He was also very appreciative of the templates that I sent him, which made his job much easier. So I saw the photos of when they were first bent up and had the little ends welded on, and then also after they were polished up. So these are made from stainless steel, and assuming that they match the templates that I sent him, they should fit perfectly onto the silencers that I got from Narvik. Hopefully they're all labelled, so I know which one's which. Okay, nicely wrapped, which is good. And let's see which one this is. I might have to measure them to see which one they are. But, okay. So Paul down in Tassie does these customised headers and pipes, etc. Found him by ringing around. Wow, okay, that's cool. So that's one of the headers. Not sure which one that is, so I'll have to get them all out and measure them up and see which one they measure up to. But very nice, nice welding on there, very nice polishing, quite thick metal actually, so that's good. So these will hopefully last a long time. Great job, Paul. I'll put a link to Paul's website down in the description of this video. But that's good news. So one of the last things to wait for this this build. Next is to fit them and put some fuel in and start the bike up for the first time in maybe 6 months. So that's great. Okay, so these are the 4 headers from Verex Exhaust. So I've done some measurements, and basically we have number 1 here, 2 and 3 and 4. You can also tell I've just test fitted that collet on there, which fits fine. So yeah, very happy with those, and sometime the next few days we'll put them on the bike with the new gaskets, seal them up, and then we can start the bike and see how it sounds. Very happy with that. Thanks, Paul from Verex. Okay, so now that we have the headers, it's time to fit them. So I'm just going to clean out these holes here with the Dremel and a brush on it before we fit the headers and the O-rings that go in there. So I've cleaned each of these holes for the exhaust clamps and used the tap to clean them out, and then sort of measured the depth because they're all slightly different, so that when the bolt goes in it tightens up on something quite tight. So I've got a couple of different lengths of stainless steel bolts that I'm going to use. So yeah, I'll just look at the chart that I made and make sure that we tighten up nicely onto the O-rings. So these are the clamps that came with a marving system. So they clamp the headers onto the collectors underneath the bike. And then these exhaust clamps I managed to find off eBay, which cleaned up really nicely, so they should look good. And then I've got a selection of different length bolts and washers and things depending on the depth of the hole. So I've got some 40 mil and some 50 mil, so I may have to trim some of these 50 mils a bit, but yeah, we'll just sort of custom make those to fit each individual hole. So let's start putting it together. Now the other thing I have obviously is these new O-rings that came with the gasket set that I purchased many months ago. So they'll finally come out of storage and go into their respective holes. So I've put these clamps on and tried to position them in a way where they won't be too obvious. The one here near the side stand is a bit of a pain, but yeah, won't be too bad once it's all up in position and you're looking from above. So that's about the best we can do, I think. So I've loosened off the front bolt of the silencer there so that the front can come down a little bit, make it easy to get the headers in. There's headers number 2 and number 1 with their brackets on and the O-rings ready to go. So let's put them into position. Okay. And now again with numbers 3 and 4. Okay, so they all went on quite nicely, so now it's just a matter of sorting out which length bolts I need to go into each of those holes to hold it in position. So I'm going to put a little bit of this anti-seize lubricant on these header bolts. They are stainless steel, but a little bit of that hopefully should help getting them out in the future if I need to. Okay, so they're all in position, and all the bolts in, all the bolts torqued up. So I just got to do the clamps down the bottom, and then the exhaust is done. So that's it for episode 19, and made some really good progress. So we're really happy with the headers that Paul from Verix made, and they fit nicely and they look original. So and very shiny. So that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll get the bike running. I've got to synchronise the carburetors and then tune the carburetors, and then maybe get it registered, take it for a test ride, etc. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Happy to answer any questions. I'll put a link to Paul from Verix down below if you're interested in getting headers or that sort of thing made. He does a fantastic job. So thanks a lot, Paul, and see you guys in the next episode, where we basically might come to the end of this project. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you then.